and you'll get meet up with this screen. Just click out of this box right here. As you can see, you'll get meet up with this. You'll get met up with this screen when you first open it. Now, this might seem a little confusing with all that stuff for you, but I assure you, we're not going to be using most of this stuff. Anyways, so the first thing you want to do is, before you start doing your text, you need to do a little setup. So as you can see, if you have on the right screen here, we have a little rectangle. If you see where, as you can see, we have these tabs. This is all the tabs you're going to be using right here, right? So first off, what you want to do is delete this cube by right-clicking on the cube and just have an orange outline. And click delete on your keyboard and click OK. So now what you want to do is click 1 on your number pad. If you guys do not have a number pad, it's the little, you know, the little square of numbers you have on the right of your keyboard. You would press 1 on it, but if you don't have a number pad, let's say you're on a small laptop, you have to go to View and click it says Front, right? Front. And you want to do Camera. You want to do, actually no, you go back to Front and Cameras. You need to, well, you need to do Control Alt 0 on your number pad. If you don't have a number pad, I think it's, I'm actually not sure. Where's Control Alt 0? Should be here somewhere. Oh well. Anyway, guys, you just have to click Control Alt 0. So what you want to do is you see where it says the camera icon here on this tab right there, that camera icon. You see where it says resolution right here. You drag from keep it 1920 by 1080, but drag this 50% all the way up to 100%. That'll be 100% resolution. Alright, so since this logo needs to have a transparent background for it to work if you put it in Photoshop or Paint.net, we can't actually do that yet. So first what we need to do is create a text. So if we go up here to create and text right here in other, then it'll be flat, right? By the way, I'm holding middle click, like the scroll wheel, to pan around. Just go back to Control Alt 0 to go back to, or go to 1, Control Alt 0. And now what you want to do is to rotate it to make it facing us. You want to click R on your keyboard, and then you want to click X on your keyboard, and then you want to click 9, 0. So, and then once you're done, it's facing us, you left click anywhere. So now, as you can see, we have text here. You can move it around with this red arrow and the blue arrow. So if we go to, since we typed in our text, we have a lot more options here. So if we go to the little F icon right there, then you can change all the text. So what I want to do is you want to go where it says font right here, and you want to click this little folder, whatever this thing is called. You click on that on the left of the X. You want to go to, want to navigate to where your font now. Remember, we put our font on the desktop. It's right there. So what you want to do is go to desktop. It should be here, desktop right there. And as you can see, we have cartoonistcookie.ttf. You double click on that, and perfect. Now we have a new text font. And if you want to change the text, you just click tab on your keyboard, and then now you can type in. I'm going to type in Justin the Oreo, if I can spell. And if you want to get out of the type menu, just click tab again. Now you can move it around with the red arrow. Let's center it. I'm going to go to align. As you can see, we have paragraphs. You click center. Now we can center it right there. Pretty good. So now we have Justin the Oreo. If you want to scale it up, you just click S on your keyboard, and then you don't have to click. If you click S, you automatically drag your mouse without clicking anything. And then to save the scaling, you want to left click. So now you can center it as much as you want. Now this is a good size right there. So zooming in, I'm just scrolling up on the mouse wheel. Zoom in, zoom out. So I'm gonna keep it like that. So anyways, as you can see, it's kind of dull here. So what I want to do is, it's a dull gray. So if you want to change the color, you go to this little palette, you click on new, then you go to where it says under diffuse, you click on that white bar. You can change to whatever color you want. I'm going to do blue for this example because I like blue. Actually, I'm going to do a nice turquoise blue. It looks really good. So put the intensity all the way up. Now as you can see, if you hit F12 on your keyboard, never mind. If you hit F12, that will automatically render it, and it will give you a preview of what it will look like when it's done. So you don't want to hit F12 yet. I want to bring this down a bit because when it's all done and rendered, it's gonna be a bit light. So I'm gonna bring it down. But if you want to have it as bright as it can be, bring it all the way up. I'm gonna bring it kind of down a bit because I don't like it when it's too bright. So now once you have your color, this is a tutorial on 3D text, of course. So to have the actual 3D text, you want to go to where it says extrude here. you hold it and you go to the right, and as you can see, it's slightly growing and growing and growing. I want to do it at about 2.5 or something like that. It looks pretty okay in my opinion. So as you can see, if it's in the middle here, you can't really see the 3D for the T like that. But if you bring it down, as you can see, we can see the 3D on the top, and if you bring it up, then we can see the 3D on the bottom. It's like a little perspective. So if you want to see the 3D extrude on the bottom, then put it on the very top by doing the blue arrow. But if you want to see it on the top, then do that. As you can see on my YouTube banner, I keep on going back to my channel. Sorry about this, guys. So as you can see on my YouTube banner, on my Justin Diorio logo, you can see the little 3D on the bottom. But on my Unique Gaming and More, you can see the 3D on the top. So for my Justin Diorio logo, I put it on the top so you can see the bottom. But on my Unique Gaming, I put it on the bottom so you can see the top. It's a cool thing. I'm gonna put it kind of on the top here because I like it like that. I don't know. So if it's as you can see, it's kind of clipping out of the little box. Just click S and then drag your mouse in a bit again. So there you go. Now to make it so that it's not just an edge meets an edge, I want to have a little bevel on the edges of the text. So as you can see, if you go to bevel depth, drag it to the right, you can see I have a little bevel there. Don't do it too much because it looks pretty bad. Do around, I would say, 0.2, and then if you bring up the resolution, don't like drag it a lot because that will make it weird. Only use these little arrows here. So I think 1 is okay. I think 2 if you want to have it rounded, or if you don't want to round it, I'm just gonna keep it at 1 for now because I think that's a good medium. So now once you have your text that you want, and if you want to put it in the middle, you can do the middle or the top again. I'm gonna just keep it in the middle actually, just for tutorial purposes. So yeah, there we go. So now once you have your beveled text already, I think this is already done. If you want to add some more stuff, what I like to do is go back to diffuse and then click on ramp. I just like the ramp look of it better. I just like, you can uncheck that, and if you click F12 on your keyboard, then actually first before you render it, if this is what you want to have done, because this is basically the main text already done for you. If you go to this little earth right here, it's the 4th from the left. If you go down, if you click on, you have to check ambient occlusion, check environment lighting, and check indirect lighting. And you see where it says gather, instead of ray trace, you have to click approximate. So yeah, that's basically all the setup done. Also, since you need a transparent background, you go to the camera, and you want to go to where it says shading down here, shading, and you see where it says alpha right here. Instead of sky, you want to click transparent because it has a transparent background. So now we're basically done. Now if you click F12 on your keyboard, as you can see, this is what our text will look like. Pretty cool in my opinion. It's like pretty bright, and I like the look of it a lot. If you want to change some stuff, you want to get out of the render preview, just click escape on your keyboard. And now if you can change a lot of it, now I'm gonna check, see if you click on ramp here, and now if you click F12, it doesn't look too different, but I don't know. I just like, they don't look too different in my opinion. But yeah, there you go. You have your amazing 3D text done. Now, in my my advice is to click a pretty bold-ish text. You can't have a really thin text because it just won't look that good when it's all 3D and you know, good and stuff like that. So as you can see, we have a checkered background. You have like a little checkered background. If you do not have a checkered background, then you have to, then that means that you did not click on transparent here. You need to click on transparent. Now, if we go back to the earth, if we did not check ambient occlusion, environment lighting, and ray trace, as you can see, if we click F12, it's out black, right? So if you click on ambient occlusion, environment lighting, and indirect lighting, and if you click F12 again, as you can see, it looks pretty bad, right? Like the 3D text is kind of staticky. So yeah, that is why you have to click approximate, and then if you hit F12 now, it's gonna look super good and super bright and really good. So there you go. Now once you have your 3D text done, this is gonna be, this looks like my banner kind of, except different color and a bit of a different font. So once you're done that, then you want to, if you're ready and you want to put this, and you can put this in your in Photoshop or whatever image editing program or banner you use, you want to go to image right there, and you want to click save as image or F3. You can just click save as image right there, and save it to wherever you want. I'm gonna save it on my desktop just for tutorial purposes. And you can name it to whatever you want. I'm gonna name it tutorial logo, and just click save as image right there. And once you're done, you can save it if you want, but you can Control S and save the .blend file. But I'm not gonna save it because I'm gonna minimize that. And as you can see, we have our text font there. I don't need anymore. And as you can see, we have tutorial logo.png. If you double click it, Bam, looks really good. Yeah, as you can see, we have amazing 3D background right there. A 3D text with a white background. If it's white, or if you have a different image viewing program, the background should be white or checkered or something that shows that it's transparent. So as you can see, bam, we have our amazing 3D looking text. I think it looks pretty good in my opinion. You can change it up if you want in Blender by watching other tutorial, but this is basically how I made my banner, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking to, how do you make your banner or something like that. This is how I made it, and basically all I did was add a background, Minecraft Battlefield 4 PC gaming, and I added my other text right there. So that's basically how you make your amazing 3D text. It could be your logo. You can add some other stuff in Paint.net. As you can see, if I open up Paint.net, and if I open up Paint.net, if I copy this, if I paste it into here, keep canvas size, as you can see, now we have our amazing looking 3D text right there. Let me just delete the white. There we go. Now you can do whatever you want with this. You can put it in your thumbnails. You can put it on your YouTube channel banner, and it's just so versatile, and it looks so good in my opinion. If it looks kind of blurry, don't worry. When you zoom out, it looks perfectly fine anyways. If you want to change the text from here, you can just hit tab, and then you can change it to literally whatever you want. Keeping the 3D stuff, you can do blah, and then it'll still be that. You can do JTO, but the O is kind of messed up. I'm going to keep it at Justin the Oreo. There we go. Oops. And there we go. That's what it looks like, again, as you guys know. So that's basically my tutorial, guys. If you guys enjoyed this, if you guys liked it and this helped you a lot, please leave a like below and comment if this helped you. But if this did not help you, if you have a lot of questions, please leave your questions down in the comment. I'm happy to help you guys. But if you have any questions about doing anything, if you have only questions about doing the 3D text, because that's basically what I really want know how to do. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this 3D text tutorial on Blender. It's a free program, and it's totally amazing because you can make this amazing snazzy looking text. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.